Hello, kindergarten families. I just want to give you a quick parent update if you missed the meeting from today. As we move forward with the new kindergarten learning, there's going to be some things I just wanted to give you a heads up. So please continue to look at the kindergarten week at a glance. This gives you information about the week's learning. It gives you some learning materials to have ready for each and every day. Seesaw activities, once again, are reinforcing the teaching that is happening in the live instruction. So please have your child engage in those activities. iReady is something I'm highly encouraging, and we really like to see all students in kindergarten participate in the reading and the math lessons. These don't take very long. I find that most kids find these activities engaging. They get to earn stickers and points and coins. So I encourage them to take 5 minutes every single day to either do a reading or a math. And just a heads up, in January, we will take another diagnostic assessment. So this is really going to support them if they're doing those lessons to help them understand some of those kindergarten learning concepts. Please reach out to me if you have any questions. After our break, we will have a Super Kids assessment. It's the Unit 3. Your child will be assessed on first sound fluency, letter name, and blending. And I will go ahead and pull up a link here just to give you an overview of what this test is going to look like for your child. And please remember, this is done all independently by your child. The directions are read to them. So this first part, the child must circle the picture that begins the same sound as the word that is given. The word that is given is the word car. Which picture begins the same as car? In this case, it would be comb. And so the next part is finding a letter name. It will give them the letter name. They must circle it. Finding the letter that has the same beginning sound as the picture. And then your child will circle the given word that is given. So this was from today's learning activity. That's why important the stress of having your child being able to read both words and blend them. So this assessment will be coming up that first week we get back from our break. Moving on to helping your child with emergent reader text. In Seesaw, I did post a couple emergent text. These emergent readers are very basic for our pre-readers. It uses repetitive text. I want them to use the picture clues to help them with some of the unknown words. I would love to see them tracking with their fingers, just like we do in writing class. And then also giving them an opportunity to comprehend some of the concepts that they read. And I have some questions here as a guide for you to ask your child these questions. And please remember, have them always respond in a complete sentence. So who are the characters in the book? The characters in the book are Sally and Duck. Also, we have a Dibbles benchmark coming up the second week in December. It is almost the end of our second quarter here. So this is an assessment that all students will get. This time around, there will be 2 added assessments. As you know, they've been assessed on first sound fluency. And the next thing we're going to assess them on is phoneme segmentation. That's where we give them a word like cat, and we want them to be able to break it down into the 3 sounds. So we want your child to say k, at, dog, d, a, g. And using their fingers, helping them to segment those sounds is really important. And our goal is to have your child have 17 sounds in 1 minute. The next thing that your child will be assessed on is nonsense word fluency. So on this assessment, they will have all letters of the alphabet, and they're going to be reading nonsense words. And they're just going to sound like this. Wa, a, v, wav, k, a, come. So that is another assessment that they will be assessed on. Our goal is for them to have 20 sounds in 1 minute. So as you know, we've worked on some letter names and some letter sounds, but not all of them. So I would encourage you to continue to work on the other letters and their sounds. In writing, right now, your child is improving so much from the beginning of the year, from not knowing how to write their name correctly with letter size information to now writing words. And we're going to be moving into writing sentences very soon. So at the beginning of the year, we started with those beginning sounds, and now we're at the stage of early inventive spelling. So we're really just hearing the sounds that we hear. But if your child is asking, how do you really spell that? You can go ahead and give them the correct spelling on that. That's great for them to ask those questions. And then at the end of the year, we will be doing transitional writing. And that transitional writing means that your child will be able to write 4 to 5 sentences with pretty good spelling abilities. We are going to continue to learn other sound spelling patterns as we move along in the writing process. So these are just a couple of things I wanted to share with you and give you further information as your child continues in their kindergarten learning. I hope you all have a wonderful Thanksgiving break. Feel free to jump into Seesaw and do some activities. I did post some optional activities. Read to your child every day, build their vocabulary and oral language. I will miss you all and have a great and happy Thanksgiving. I'll see you on November 30th.